Riviera Cash Flow Show. Mr. Mack, your host, coming to you on a sunny afternoon in February 2020. We had done an earlier video about our acquisition criteria and what kind of properties we're looking for. And the other video we talked about multifamily, how we like B, C properties, 50 units and up. We have not acquired any in the last couple years because of the competition. Another property that we like is multi-tenant industrial and industrial flex, which basically is, a mix of maybe office and showroom with warehouse versus just all warehouse. We have purchased some of those. We've bought 2 properties in the last year that qualify for that. Typically, we're looking for at least 25,000 square feet on the low end, and we would prefer to buy an entire park. So the one we bought in Panama City Beach is 6 acres, 61,000 square feet, and the other one we bought in Freeport is on 23 acres, and it's 27,000 square feet. So both of those opportunities are split into multi-tenant, which we like, and they also both have excess land where if we got full and we wanted to do a build to suit for a new tenant, or do a spec build, we can add probably 20,000 square feet to Panama City Beach, and we could probably add another 50 or so thousand square feet to Freeport. There's some wetlands on Freeport, so all that, the 23 acres is not all usable, but there's probably enough to do at least another 50, maybe a little bit more. So anyway, that gives us the ability to control all the buildings at the park and kind of dictate who goes in there, what the co-tenant looks like, and the overall management and look of the place. And so we like that. Now we would look at a building in a larger park if it was big enough and had multi-tenant capability. It doesn't have to be multi-tenant today, but if it would be fairly easy to cut up into smaller spaces just by adding some utility and some firewalls and whatnot, some more doors, we would look at doing that, because you never want to have all your eggs in one basket. One of the great things we like about multifamily is you have so many units that even if 10 people move out, currently that would mean that we are 96% occupied. So it gives us a chance to refill that vacancy fairly quickly. Same thing with multi-tenant and industrial flex space. If you have 50,000 square feet, but it's 10 tenants or 7 tenants, one tenant falls out, it's not going to kill you to carry that property with a little bit of vacancy versus buying a single family house and renting it. If the tenant moves out and doesn't pay, you're 100% vacant. Same thing with an industrial building, a single tenant industrial building. If tenant goes out and now you have zero income because you're 100% vacant. So that's why we like multi-tenant kind of setups. So those are the 2 areas that we are focused on right now. BC apartments, 50 units and up, multi-tenant flex industrial, 25,000 and up. Now, does that mean that we would not look at other stuff? No, but it has to be a really compelling reason why something outside of those two would qualify in our investment strategy. And I could see maybe a multi-tenant medical office may fit the bill if you could, especially if you could convert from a different type, let's say retail strip center or something like that, into medical office. That would be nice. There might be some opportunities in self-storage, but once again, there's a lot of competition in self-storage. So we've looked at a few of those deals, but haven't found anything attractive enough as far as a investment return to move forward. So that's our acquisition criteria as of now. Those are the two properties or property types that we're most interested in pursuing. And if you think you got a deal, hit us up on the website and send me the particulars, and we'll take a look at it. All right, this is the Riviera Cash Flow Show. Mr. Mac signing off.